Months ago, we warned the world about leaked deep state intelligence documents, outlining a series of high-profile political assassinations planned for 2025, broadcast live on TV, designed for maximum psychological trauma. And now it's happening. Senator Linsdey Graham has just confirmed what those documents predicted. That Americans who refuse to kneel before Israel will have, and these are his words, their brains beaten out in public. The mask is off, the message is clear. The next phase is already in motion. And we know exactly where it's headed, because they've already told us their plan. Today's video is brought to you by VP.net, the only VPN I trust to protect my privacy from the deep state. VP.net is built to 100% block deep state actors from spying on you. Their military-grade hardware is impenetrable. Signing up to their service also really helps keep my show on the air. Please visit vp.net/TPV to find out more. Linsdey Graham has quietly confirmed what many have suspected, that the intelligence community played a role in the Charlie Kirk assassination. In a chilling address to the Republican Jewish Coalition on the weekend, Graham warned anti-Israel public figures in America will have their brains beaten out like Charlie Kirk if they dare to defy the Israel First agenda.
Here's what I do know. You can sit in a basement with weird people and say weird things. It's a free country, right? But if you ever run for office as a Republican and you embrace this weird shit, we're going to beat your brains out. If you're an anti-Semite and you think because somebody loves Israel, their brain is wired, that means you got a brain. Nothing wrong with your brain. We will meet you on the battlefield of political discourse.
Charlie Kirk wasn't just rising, he was destined for power. A Senate seat, maybe even the presidency. But Linsdey Graham made it clear. Anybody who turns their back on Israel, as Kirk did in his final months, won't live to tell the story.
I want the world to know anti-Semitism, anti-Israel rhetoric, anti-Israel thought is not the road to being elected as a Republican.
The South Carolina senator, long known as America's #1 warmonger, doubled down on his violent rhetoric later in his speech, boasting that he's happy with the direction of the government because, and I quote, "We're killing the right people." Let that sink in. A sitting US senator openly celebrating political violence and assassinations on behalf of Israel right there on stage.
I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes. Trump is my favorite president. We've run out of bombs. We didn't run out of bombs in World War II. We organize ourselves around principles that we love and we cherish. We love individual freedom. We love entrepreneurship. We love capitalism. We love Israel. We love the idea of Israel. We love the struggle they've been involved in. We love them, helping them because you're helping yourself. So to those who worry about these stupid interviews and far off places, don't worry. The Republican Party has figured it out when it comes to Israel. We understand that Israel is a friend of America to the bitter end.
When Graham told the audience not to worry about stupid interviews, he was referring to Tucker Carlson's recent sit-down with Nick Fuentes, a conversation that went viral and clearly rattled the Israel First establishment. All throughout the event, Carlson's name was invoked with hostility, painted as an existential threat to Israel and the current power structure. For anybody familiar with the Zionist playbook, that kind of language should send a chill down the spine. Republican Jewish Coalition CEO Matt Brooks even admitted that he's in regular contact with Netanyahu, and that both men agree that Carlson, Candace Owens, and others like them are unacceptable, dangerous, and represent a direct threat to the very existence of Israel.
Voices like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, Stu Peters are unacceptable and dangerous. And we at the Republican Jewish Coalition take this threat very seriously. We work independently and in partnership with allies like Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro to call it out and root it out. We must be vigilant, always, We do not ignore it, we confront it. And this is something that I've spent a lot of time thinking about, and I've been talking to Prime Minister Netanyahu and others about, is the threat from the woke right is existential. And by that I mean, if we don't combat the woke right now, and if it follows the trajectory of what happened in the Democratic Party and gets a foothold and ultimately becomes the mainstream of the Republican Party, there is no party and nobody in politics to support Israel. Israel will be alone. Without a strong pro-Israel Republican Party, there is no support for Israel. If we lose the Republican Party, Israel has nobody.
This is chilling, because everything is converging. The leaked intelligence documents, which we're about to show you, Netanyahu's open threats against Americans who refuse to stay silent, and now the Mossad's chief's own words about what's coming next. When you see it all together, you'll understand. This is an unprecedented threat to life and liberty. No one is beyond reach anymore, not even in your own home. First, an important word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is ReliableMedicines.com. The price of medicine in America has skyrocketed in recent years, while the real cause for many illnesses and diseases continues to be suppressed. That's why I've partnered with ReliableMedicines.com. All of their FDA-approved medicines are the cheapest you'll find anywhere. They deliver effective medicines straight to your door, such as ivermectin, zopiclone, hydroxychloroquine, fenbendazole, and painosoma, to name just a few. Listen to this testimony of Joe Tippins, a cancer survivor, thanks to the type of medicines found at ReliableMedicines.com.
2 years ago, Joe Tippin says he was told to go home, call hospice, and say his goodbyes. The doctors were unanimous. He was going to die of small cell lung cancer.
Once that kind of cancer goes that far afield, the odds of survival are less than 1%, and the median life expectancy is 3 months.
Tippin says he got a tip, not from a pharmacist, but a veterinarian. And in his desperation, he turned from people medicine to dog medicine. Specifically, fenbendazole.
My insurance company spent $1.2 million on me with traditional means before I switched to a $5 a week medicine that actually saved me.
Get 15% off by using coupon code RM15 at the checkout. Please click the link below this video or call 256-664-4170 to take advantage of this fantastic offer. The threats came thick and fast at the Republican Jewish Coalition event. Mark Levin leveled a direct threat at all politicians who are thinking about taking the same step as Charlie Kirk and leaving the pro-Israel cause. According to Levin, they need to be afraid.
What are they afraid of? They need to be afraid of regular Americans like you and me. They need to be afraid of us. So when they hear stuff like that, they say, what? What are we going to say? How about little Ada Fuentes? What did his family do for this country? What did he do? How about Tucker Carlson? What did he do for the country? He interviews the Qatari, interviews Putin, he interviews the lowest of scum, genocidal maniacs on the face of the earth. Now he's attacking Christian Zionists. He's literally attacking the Bible.
The rhetoric is being ratcheted up to biblical levels. The establishment is speaking in terms of holy wars and existential survival. And if you can't see where this is heading, you haven't been paying attention. The elite have long planned a series of assassinations starting in 2025 to inflict maximum psychological trauma on the American people. It's all part of the plan to lock humanity inside digital cages, through digital IDs, central bank digital currencies, and the quiet erosion of every freedom that previous generations fought to protect. It's happening as we speak, and they aren't even trying to hide it anymore. Here's former Mossad chief Yossi Cohen, widely tipped to be the next Israeli prime minister, boasting that they've infiltrated the US and Europe with spyware and manipulated devices.
You know how many treated equipment do we have in these countries? You don't. I do.
You mean booby-trapped equipment?
Not only booby-trapped.
And spying?
Manipulated equipment. All right?
In which countries are you talking about?
All the countries that you can imagine.
The mask is off. This is an all-out assault on American sovereignty and independence. The global elite are moving in for the kill, using technology as their weapon, to outmaneuver a population that isn't waking up fast enough to defend itself.
Israel is turning every single Samsung phone into a surveillance device. Do you have a Samsung phone? You might want to pay attention. App Cloud pre-installed, impossible to delete. It knows your location. It knows your fingerprint. It knows your IP address. It knows every text, every call, and every search that you make. Did you know that? This isn't just data collection. This is blackmail material. Imagine the power that Israel now has to know who's criticizing them, to know who's organizing against them, to know who's a threat. They will use this against American citizens, against politicians, against businesses.
The walls are being built around us, not with bricks, but with code. And if you don't act soon, the digital cage will slam shut. If you still value your privacy, act now. Head to vp.net/TPV and see why this trustless VPN is the only one that can verify your security in real time. Don't wait until it's too late. Because since the Charlie Kirk assassination, Israel has gone into overdrive, issuing threats against American citizens, seizing control of social media algorithms, and infiltrating the X platform. They have also seized control of most of the world's leading VPNs, so that even the technology you thought was protecting you is actually tracking and monitoring you. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Look up Cape Technologies. Research their history as a distributor of malware and spyware before they bought up the world's leading VPNs and staffed them with former Israeli cyber intelligence agents. It's chilling, and it goes all the way to the top.
Producing weapons. Like intelligence, we share both with the United States. A good chunk of your intel and our weapon systems we share with the United States. We're tremendously appreciative of the bipartisan support in military matters to Israel in previous years and today as well. But do you have cell phones? You have cell phones here? No? You're holding a piece of Israel right there. You know that?
This isn't just rhetoric. The consequences are real, and they're chilling. A Texas man named Adam was swatted after posting online criticism of Israel, leading the Texas DPS and Bell County Sheriff's Office to show up at his personal address. An officer confirmed to him, "We're here because of the comments you made online about Israel."
Try that again.
We're here because of the comments you made online about the Jewish community.
So what?
No, I'm saying, are you?
I have a freedom of speech, dude.
Yeah, no, we get that.
I get that.
We gotta make sure that you're not.
Do you have a warrant?
No.
No, that's why we're
Okay,
here.
you see that sign?
Yeah.
See how it says no soliciting? What you're doing is basically soliciting. You understand that, right? Yeah. It means you're not welcomed here.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Stay off the lawn, please.
If you dare to question the official narrative even once, the system takes note. Algorithms flag you, accounts are compromised, blackmail material is gathered or planted, and soon the thought police come knocking. This isn't debate, it's digital thought control. Step out of line and you're labelled. Keep asking questions and you're marked for re-education, or worse. The question isn't are you being watched, it's how soon until your data is used against you. That's why we're urging every viewer to protect themselves with the world's first trustless VPN, vp.net. It's engineered so that nobody, not even the creators, can spy on you. And if the feds ever come knocking, and believe me they do, they'll leave with nothing. See for yourself at vp.net/TPV. Legacy VPNs say trust us not to log, trust us not to monitor you. vp.net says, don't trust us, verify. It's built inside a secure enclave and uses military-grade encryption and stores zero data, no logs, no metadata, no trail. And it's trustless, meaning you don't have to take anybody's word for it. You can verify your privacy every single time you connect. Unlike legacy VPNs, the ones that quietly admit in the fine print that they monitor you, vp.net makes surveillance mathematically impossible. It's built on cryptographic principles so advanced, even its own creators cannot peek inside. The same kind of breakthrough that made blockchain unstoppable now makes your privacy untouchable. And here's the best part. It's 100% American owned. No Mossad backdoors, no feds rifling through your DMs. No Israelis siphoning your most private information. No blackmail. Not even Unit 8200 can touch your data bank. We use it every single day here at TPV when we're digging into the dangerous stories the elites are desperate to bury. And frankly, if you're not locking down your digital life right now, you're walking yourself straight into a digital prison of your own making. So sign up today at vp.net/TPV, just $5 a month, and you can finally stop asking, who's monitoring me? Because the answer is they were, but with vp.net, not anymore. It's time to say no. Reject the globalist agenda. Reject Israel first. Expel the spies hiding in your phone, in your apps, in your devices. Go to vp.net/TPV and take back control before it's too late.